Hi everyone. I realised that on my YouTube channel I show a lot of me doing things with Tourette's, like baking and what it's like to do different activities, but I haven't done many videos actually telling you about Tourette syndrome. Hi! I do most of that on my TikTok and my Instagram. Ahoy! Which is why today I'm going to be telling you 10 facts about Tourette syndrome. Hi! Which you might not know, so prepare to be educated. But before I do get into that, this video is actually sponsored by Function of Beauty. Everyone's hair is unique and all of our hairs have different needs and different ways to care for it, which is why Function of Beauty is perfect because it is customizable. You can personalize your own shampoo and conditioner, and all you have to do is take a very quick and fun 2-minute quiz on the Function of Beauty website. So the first step is to build your hair profile. So you put in your hair type. So I selected wavy because my hair is quite naturally wavy. I selected medium because it's sort of not very thick, but it's not thin either. And I selected dry scalp. Beans! Then you can select up to 5 hair goals from what you would like to get out of your shampoo and conditioner. I selected lengthen because I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I'm actually growing out my hair and it's actually going really well. I selected soothe scalp as I often have a few issues with my scalp, and thermal protection. You can also select a silicone-free formula if you would like to do that too. This is the super fun part where you can customize it yourself, so you can choose your own fragrance. So I chose the 100% natural eucalyptus, which smells so good. However, if you would like to choose fragrance-free, you can do that as well. You can also select whether you would like the fragrance really strong or quite light. I went for medium, so it's in the middle. And you can even have your name on the bottle, which I think is such a nice touch. Another really cool part, you can select what colour you would like your shampoo and conditioner to be. So this time I went for the blue and the peachy colour, but I have had pink and purple before, which also was really pretty. But again, if you would like it to be dye-free, you can do that also. I've been using Function of Beauty for a couple months now, and I have definitely noticed a difference. Like, it's so much softer, and when I run my hand through it, there's definitely not as many knots as there used to be. Also, in the sunlight, it is super shiny. Hello! One of the main things that I look for when I'm buying a shampoo and conditioner is that it is vegan and cruelty-free, which is actually a lot harder to find than it should be. There are still way too many quite popular brands that do still test on animals, and obviously, as a huge animal lover, that breaks my heart. So for my products to be vegan and cruelty-free is one of the main things I look for, and it's one of the reasons that I love Function of Beauty so much. Function of Beauty is dermatologist tested, so I know that it won't irritate my scalp. And we know that the products are safe to use because the ingredients are never tested on animals. There are also no parabens or sulfates. Hey! It's also super convenient because you have it delivered straight to your home on a date that suits you. Oh, Function of Beauty! It is now super easy to try out Function of Beauty hair and conditioner, and if you click the link in my bio, you will get 20% off your first 16-ounce hair and conditioner. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Which is the same size as these, by the way, so it does last you a while. I'd also recommend becoming a member so that you can get exclusive things like free shipping. Thank you again to Function of Beauty. Now let's get on to some Tourette syndrome facts. Fact number 1, Tourette syndrome is a spectrum, meaning that there are different levels of severity. So some people with Tourette syndrome have mild tics, some have moderate, and some have severe. Hi! I also just want to take this opportunity to say that all tics, no matter where you are on the scale, are all very valid. People with Tourette syndrome can have a mild case and still have it affect their life greatly. Fact number 2! Tourette syndrome usually starts between the ages of 4 to 16. For a lot of people like me, it tends to start in the early stages of puberty, so mine started when I was about 11 and 12. Fuck off! However, you do get many cases where it begins when they are children, so from the ages of 4 to 8. And there are also rarer cases which are called adult onset Tourette's, which is when someone doesn't develop Tourette's until they are an adult. It does happen, but it's rarer. Fact number 3. Hey! So did you know that actually all the different tics fall into different categories and all have different names? I'm not going to go into detail of every category in this video, but I will give an example. So there's a category called echopraxia. Your mum. Which is where someone will involuntarily mimic somebody else's actions. So for example, I could see someone scratching their arm and my Tourette's will involuntarily scratch my arm as if I'm mimicking them. I'll put an example in here. This is an example from when I was with Max and Harvey and my Tourette's imitated the action that Max did. But there's literally so many categories. I could do a full YouTube video on it if you guys wanted me to. Fact number 5. High five, you bitches. Tourette syndrome is actually more common in boys than it is in girls. I'm not exactly sure why this is. Hi! This obviously doesn't include the rise in tics that has happened during the pandemic, which seems to be mostly teenage girls. That is not a rise in Tourette's, that is a rise in functional tics. But oh my god, that's a whole nother subject. But with Tourette syndrome, it is more common in males than females. Fact number 6. The swearing tic, called coprolalia, actually only affects about 10 to 15% of individuals with Tourette syndrome. People think that it's like super common and that all that people with Tourette's do is swear and shout vulgar things all day, but it's really not how it works. The swearing tic is actually kind of rare in Tourette syndrome. Beans! Fact number 7. Tourette syndrome as a diagnosis is often not on its own. So there are things called comorbidities, hey! Which is when someone will have other diagnoses alongside Tourette syndrome. Bitch! So really common ones that come with Tourette syndrome are anxiety, OCD and ADHD. Those are the main ones. Number 8. My hand. I was shocked when I learnt this, but there are over 300,000 children and adults in the UK living with Tourette syndrome. It's actually more common than people think. Bitch! And this doesn't include all of the people who have tics or twitches that aren't from Tourette's, but Tourette syndrome is obviously its own diagnosis. Fact number 9. Tourette syndrome was actually named after Georges Gilles de la Tourettes, who was a French neurologist, and he first gave the syndrome a name in 1885. Tourette syndrome has been around a long time. Bitch! And the last fact, fact number 10, when we tic, we are not ticking what we are thinking. So when I tic beans, I am not thinking about beans. If I look at you and tic something rude, I'm not actually thinking those things about you. Of course, this only counts for people with Tourette syndrome who actually tic like sentences. Some people don't. Some people just tic words. Some people only make noises. I mean, I say only, but like I said, it's still very, very valid. I'm just trying to make a point that not everyone with Tourette syndrome does say sentences or words. You can have a case of Tourette syndrome where they make movements and sounds and don't say words or sentences. But a lot of people do think that if I say something really rude or offensive, that it's actually what I'm thinking, but that is just not the case at all. But yes, those are 10 facts about Tourette syndrome. Hopefully you learned something new. I found it quite interesting. That's a laughing tic. I do still get people say to me, when you're laughing, is that a tic? You can tell because that laugh is not what my actual laugh sounds like. It's very, very different. I've just realised I've gone this whole video without any earrings in. This is a crime. I never do that. I can't. BRB. Got my earring box. Oh, I knew I felt naked. Oh, that's better. I feel like I need to keep talking now because I've done a whole video without my earrings in and then I've put them in at the very end. But that is all the facts that I have for today, so I guess I'll just have to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. It was a little bit different, but I feel like I need to do more videos like this on my YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you for watching and I will see you guys soon. Bye!